4 companies, 4 frontier AI models, all claiming to be the best. Today, we're putting them head-to-head in 6 rounds to find out which one actually wins. Claude Opus 4.6 from Anthropic, GPT-5.3 Codex from OpenAI, Gemini 3 Pro from Google, and DeepSeek V3.2, the open-source underdog from China. Let's go. Round 1, coding. The category every AI company wants to win right now. Terminal Bench 2.0 measures how well AI can actually work in a terminal, writing code, running it, debugging it, fixing it. Real agentic coding. GPT 5.3 Codex absolutely dominates here at 77.3%. Opus 4.6 comes second at 65.4%. DeepSeek V3.2 scores 46.4%. And Gemini 3 Pro lands around 54. On SWE-Bench, real GitHub issues across production codebases, Opus 4.6 leads at about 80%. GPT 5.3 is close at 56.8 on the harder Pro version, DeepSeek hits 73 on Verified, and Gemini is competitive in the mid-70s. But here's the thing, GPT 5.3 Codex is 25% faster than its predecessor and uses fewer tokens. It literally helped build itself. OpenAI used early versions to debug its own training. Round 1 goes to GPT 5.3 Codex, with Opus 4.6 right behind. Round 2, raw brainpower, math and science reasoning, GPQA Diamond, graduate-level science questions. Gemini 3 Pro leads everyone at 91.9%. DeepSeek V3.2 hits 82.4%. Opus 4.6 around 77%. GPT 5.2 was at 93.2% with Pro mode, so the 5.3 Codex variant likely matches that. AIME 2025, competition-level math. GPT 5.2 scored a perfect 100%. DeepSeek 3.2 hits 93.1%. And DeepSeek's Special A variant? It won gold medals at the International Math Olympiad, the ICPC World Finals, and the International Olympiad in Informatics, from an open-source model. Now, one model I haven't talked much about yet has a secret weapon that could change this entire ranking. Stay with me. It's coming in round 4. Gemini 3 Pro takes this round. Its reasoning breadth is genuinely elite. Round 3, how much can each model hold in its head at once? Opus 4.6, 1 million tokens. That's roughly 7 full novels loaded simultaneously, and it actually uses that context. On the MRCR retrieval test, it scores 76% at finding hidden information deep inside massive documents. Gemini 3 Pro, also 1 million tokens input, with 64K output. GPT 5.3 Codex inherits GPT 5.2's 400,000 tokens, still strong, but less than half the others. DeepSeek 3.2, 128,000 tokens, the smallest window, but it introduced something called DeepSeek Sparse Attention that makes long context processing dramatically cheaper. Opus and Gemini tie for this round. We've got a 3-way tie at the top, 3 models tied, 3 rounds left, and DeepSeek hasn't played its strongest card yet. If this breakdown is helping you, hit subscribe. I cover every major AI drop the moment it happens. Round 4, and this is where the entire competition gets flipped. Opus 4.6, $5 input, $25 output per million tokens. GPT 5.3 Codex, API pricing isn't published yet, but GPT 5.2 was $20 input, $60 output at the Pro tier. Gemini 3 Pro, $2 input, $12 output, very competitive. And then there's DeepSeek 3.2, 28 cents input, 42 cents output. That's not a typo. DeepSeek is roughly 10 to 25 times cheaper than every other model on this list, and it's fully open source under an MIT license. You can download the entire 685 billion parameter model and run it yourself. For startups, researchers, and developers on a budget, nothing else even comes close. DeepSeek takes this round by a landslide, and suddenly the scoreboard looks very different. Round 5. What can each model do that nobody else can? Opus 4.6 introduces agent teams, multiple AI agents working in parallel on the same project, like having an AI engineering team. Plus, it now works inside Excel and PowerPoint. GPT-5.3 Codex is the first AI model that helped create itself. It debugged its own training runs. It also scores 64.7% on OS World, real desktop computer tasks, where humans score 72. That's approaching human-level computer use. Gemini 3 Pro has Deep Think mode for ultra-complex reasoning, processes video and audio natively, and is deeply integrated into Google's entire ecosystem. Search, Docs, Android, everything. DeepSeek V3.2 is the first model to integrate thinking directly into tool use. Most models either think or use tools. DeepSeek does both simultaneously across 1,800 environments, and with the Special variant winning gold medals at international competitions as an open-source model, that's historic. I'm giving this to Gemini for ecosystem breadth, but honestly, all four have killer features. Final round, safety. And this matters more than you think. Opus 4.6 went through what Anthropic calls the most comprehensive safety evaluation ever done on a frontier model. It has the lowest over-refusal rate of any Claude, meaning it won't annoyingly block harmless requests. GPT-5.3 Codex is the first OpenAI model classified as high for cybersecurity capability. It's so good at finding vulnerabilities that OpenAI had to add extra safeguards. Within hours of Opus 4.6's release, it found over 500 previously unknown security vulnerabilities in open source code. Gemini 3 Pro uses thought signatures for better validation and has deep Google-scale safety infrastructure. DeepSeek V3.2 is open source, meaning the community can audit it, but there's also less centralized safety control. Safety round is tight. Opus and GPT edge ahead for transparency. Final scores. And honestly, there's no single winner. Here's how I break it down. Choose Opus 4.6 if you need the deepest context window, enterprise knowledge work, and agent team coordination. It leads on GDPval, real professional tasks, by 144 ELO points over GPT 5.2. Choose GPT 5.3 Codex if you need the fastest, most capable coding agent. 77.3% on Terminal Bench is untouchable right now, and it's approaching human-level computer use. Choose Gemini 3 Pro if you want the best all-rounder. Top reasoning scores, native multimodal processing across text, video and audio, and seamless Google integration. Choose DeepSeek V3.2 if you want frontier-level performance at 1/10 the cost, or if you need open source. Gold medals at international math and coding competitions from a fully open model is genuinely unprecedented. The real story isn't which model is best. It's that 4 different companies from 3 different countries are pushing each other to build better AI faster than ever before. Drop a comment. Which model are you using right now? And if you want to see me test all 4 on the same project, hit subscribe. See you in the next one.